Hello, welcome to this review of the Intuos Pro Medium tablet. I've already had this tablet for a while, but for the purposes of this video, I put it back together the way I received it, pretty much. It comes in a nice fancy box with a handle on top. That's kind of useless. The actual tablet itself is also packaged in this kind of egg crate material, and it says Wacom Intuos. It comes in this plastic junk, and as you can see, it's already been used by me. Let's tear it out because this is just junk. There, nice brand new Wacom Intuos Pro Medium tablet. It comes with a pen. The pen looks pretty much the way that previous Intuos pens have looked like. I'll just flip the pen over just like a traditional pencil and scratch off your mistake. And actually this texture right here is not glassy like a lot of tablets that you're used to. It doesn't feel like a iPad or something. It feels a little bit of a texture, kind of glassy, not too much of either. And I kind of like that it feels a little bit textured because it makes, I think I get more control when I'm drawing if I get texture. Also the nibs kind of wear out relatively fast. I don't know, I'm new to this. I just barely got, this is my first graphics tablet, so I don't know, but it just seems like they wear out relatively fast, but I'm a scribbler, so who knows, maybe that's just me. Comes with the manual and other stuff, and this thing you can't open to save your life. Pro, quick start guide, Intuos Pro. This is the CD. This is just, I think there's some codes for some free software or something like that. I don't really care because I use Photoshop, so that's kind of meaningless to me. It actually works like a charm in Photoshop, which is totally awesome. I use CS5, so I don't know, that's fairly new. It has a cable, USB cable. The USB cable is corner bent. This is where you plug in, and this is where you plug into your PC or Mac. It's PC or Mac, it doesn't matter. This is a base. It's actually bottom weighted. So this base actually feels like it's got some weight at the bottom, which I like, so it won't tip over when you put your pen in it. Like that. I don't know if you can see that. Has a bunch of other junk in here. Oh, it comes with the wireless adapter already. It has a wireless kit, which was not in previous. The Intuos 5 did not have that, as from what I can hear. And so I think that's nice because it has a battery and the wireless kit already, so you can start wireless right out of the box. And that plugs in at the bottom right here. Whoops, that's the battery port. This is the place where you put the wireless kit, and you can store your USB inside of this little port right here, so you can store it while you're not using it. It's not plugged into your laptop or whatever, which I like because, you know, those things can get lost. And these are like markers, so I guess you can put them on your pen and kind of have a little ring that tells you what kind of nib you have on it or something. It's kind of an organizational thing. It's kind of nice. If you pop this off, there are some nibs in here, so you can actually have replacement nibs stored in the bottom of your pen base, which I thought was pretty cool. So you don't have to store them somewhere else and they get lost. Seems like the people who designed these put a lot of thought into them, so that's kind of why I wanted to do this review, because I think it's a good tablet. This doesn't have the rubber kind of buttons that the Intuos 5 had. This has like these hard plastic things, which I like and I think are probably more durable. The touch ring now has 4 LEDs, one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. I like that because it tells you what setting you're on. So if you click this, it'll tell you whether or not you're, like zoom or maybe brush size, and it's kind of a nice indicator, so you don't have to like go looking through the menus to find out which setting you're actually on. And I know the Intuos 5 didn't have that. I think Intuos 4 had like 1 or something. I don't know. I don't remember because I never actually bought one. I just, word of mouth and stuff. That's pretty much it. I think next I'm going to show you, demonstrate the actual drawing. I'll screen cap Photoshop and show you what it draws like. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is size. Right now I'm in Photoshop CS5, and when you buy a tablet, one thing you want to consider is how big is your tablet compared to your screen size in pixels. So you want to think about screen pixel size to tablet active area size ratio, and that's going to determine how much movement transfers to the screen. So if I draw like a line, how much movement do I need to do with my hand for it to show on the screen? And this is important because if you have a mismatched screen and tablet, you might get some really odd, tiny movements, a lot of movement on the screen, and or the opposite, lots of movement and almost no movement on the screen. So you want to kind of match depending on your pixel size. My screen is actually kind of small, but I do like this medium size, and it works fine for me to draw or whatever. Another thing I'm going to show you is the tilt feature. So I'll get a brush that kind of tilts, and if I tilt this, it can sense that I'm tilting, which is useful if you want to do some like really kind of like tilting movements. Whoops. But yes, you should definitely consider buying a Wacom if you haven't tried one already. You should try many graphics tablets to find which one meets your needs and whatever works best in terms of your screen size. I chose a medium because I like it, and I like being able to rest my hands on top of the tablet while I draw. And the touch feature doesn't interfere at all, because as soon as I put my pen down, the touch gets turned off. If I take it off, I can actually touch it, so I can like hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I think there's a way to do this. If I zoom in, I think I can zoom in and out, I think. Where's that? Oh yeah, this is a movement. I haven't played around with it long enough, but it does have some touch feature, and it doesn't matter because as soon as I put my pen back on, it'll select the brush, it will turn it off so I can rest my hands on it, which is pretty important. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.